All right, so I am cruising downtown. Definitely liking, I just checked the camera angle, since I know that's been a recurring issue of mine, is getting the camera angle correct. I'm using right now a chest mount versus the helmet mount that I usually have been using. So we're just testing it on today's ride, but we made it downtown and we're gonna cruise around here for a little bit, passing Travis Park on our ride. The weird thing about this mount though is that I can't show what I'm really looking at without fully turning my body, which is really weird to do in a bike. That being said, I think it looks pretty cool and you get to see my bars, which I think are really cool looking bars, so why wouldn't you want to see them? But we'll see how we like this in post. I did update the saddle that I'm using, however, to make sure that I wasn't getting any of that pressure that I was feeling with the other one, and have already felt the difference. It's much nicer on this ride, even though the saddle that I've got now, the padding is firmer, but having that relief channel goes such a long way to relieving some of that pain that you get on bike rides. So, just enjoying my snack. It's a Trader Joe's almond butter cocoa bar, and it's got almond butter in it. But super quick snack. Getting to hang out in the Blue Star Brewery complex and right on the river, just a part that isn't generally gone to by a lot of people. But it's a really nice little area. And of course today's a perfect day, it's like 60 degrees out. But usually there's tons of people walking by. And today, I haven't really seen anybody on this trail, which I guess is good, because I would like to ride on this trail for a little bit, because it's easy. I don't have to worry about any sort of traffic other than pedestrians and other bikes. So I'm gonna finish this snack and then get back out there. So right now, we're just gonna quick stop off at Mission Concepcion, which when I do a mission ride, which I intend to do in the future with Matt and Patrick, who are in the first video, is gonna be one of the places that we stop. So might as well be a preview. But San Antonio has very, very old missions. One of the more famous of which I'm sure you've probably heard of is the Alamo. But basically there's a network of trails and roads too, because not all of it is trail, that connect the missions to one another, and it's called the Mission Trail, weirdly enough. And on that mission trail you get to hit a bunch of different of these missions, and then they all culminate downtown, which of course the Alamo is in smack dab in downtown San Antonio. So we're gonna get the opportunity to see all of those on one of these rides. Today probably not, because it'd be a lot more fun with a group, and I don't really have enough banter with myself to be able to make it interesting. And you can see behind me Mission Concepcion, which they've done a great job of making sure that this thing stays working. And they're still generally, or at least some of them, are still working churches. So people still come here for service sometimes. I'm not sure if this one specifically has that, but some of them do. And we'll see that on our ride. But I mean, this is pretty much, all this land used to be just plain, and they built this mission right here to try and convert the Native Americans. And we all know how that went. So we're slowly working our way back towards my own house. Probably like, I don't know, 25 miles in? I don't know, something like that. Getting ready for my other snack, which is actually one of my favorite snacks to eat on the ride. Weirdly enough, it's got just the right amount of carbohydrates and flavor, and you know, it's easy to eat while I'm riding. It comes in a snack pack, and that is because, well, I'm grabbing it. It's applesauce. I freaking love applesauce on rides because it's all sugar and all water. So when you need a quick pick-me-up, that's when we'll do it. And you know, there's a lot of snacks out there that are specifically like performance snacks. You got your different energy gels and electrolyte tabs, and or not electrolyte tabs, electrolyte chews, all sorts of random stuff that's formulated specifically for working out and riding. Like cycling has its own entire section of snacks that you can get for in the sports nutrition area. But why get those things when the basic stuff will do, like applesauce? I'm currently smack dab in the middle of Alamo Plaza, moving towards the Pearl, and it's getting a little warmer than I thought it would be. I had initially started out with a windbreaker on because it was a little chilly this morning, and it was pretty cloudy. But now it's like probably in the 70s. It's pretty nice, but I am sweating. So, but I've been on the bike for around 2 hours, I would say. So, I mean, I guess that's to be expected that if I'm moving around, I'll start sweating at some point. But we're gonna go grab a snack somewhere, or at least see what's available. The farmers market's usually going on in the Pearl on Sundays, but it might be over. It's past 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so we'll see if it even works out. So this is the Pearl. It's super bougie. They have a nice farmer's market. Don't really sell much produce, but they do sell lots of interesting things. Oh, farmer's market is over, for sure. Usually this place is, I mean, it's bumping right now, but it's usually even more packed than this, even during COVID, unfortunately. This is the restaurant Mikaela and I went to the night I proposed to her. It's called Patrikios. It was pretty freaking good. But the Pearl is beautiful. Another city project, or another project in San Antonio that turned out really, really nice and is now very expensive if you want to live here or dine here or whatever. But it is a super cool spot, that's for certain. So I don't think we're gonna get a snack here, because I was gonna get an empanada, because they have a really, really good empanada stand at the farmer's market. But so we're just gonna go ahead and start heading home, get a snack there. So I definitely feel like the entire way home is always uphill for me. And I wonder if that says more about the terrain or more about me and my fitness or lack thereof. Either way, I'm always climbing a hill is the last thing I do on my ride. So post-ride, oh, I'm sitting outside my house right now, but post-ride I always like to get a little snack and some water, and then the best part of any ride is the shower that comes after. But I actually have some chores I have to do before I can really, really relax for the rest of the day. But it's been a good ride. Really, really glad that I was able to get out today.